Morning, children. This is our third part of power sharing, or the last part of power sharing. In the previous two parts, we have already discussed about the story of Belgium and Sri Lanka. As we already know, Sri Lanka and Belgium both were democratic country. Then what had happened that there was civil war in Sri Lanka but not in Belgium? So, its simple answer is the power sharing arrangement adopted in Belgium. So, let us start our next topic, why power sharing is desirable. We have two set of reasons for this. The first is prudential reason and the second is moral reason. First, let us understand what is prudential reason. Prudential reason is based on reasoning, or we can say that it focuses more on the outcomes, which leads to lesser chances of conflicts and tensions. It also leads to greater political stability and unity among the citizens. If we concentrate power in one hand, just like Sri Lanka, that might be good for short run, but in long run, it would bring disunity for the country. So, if we need stability, then prudential reason is for that. Now let us discuss about the moral reason. Moral reason, it is based on values and it is a very spirit of democracy because the people who live with the effects of the decisions, they should be able to understand how decisions have been taken. They should have the right to be consulted on how major decisions have been taken. So these are the two major reasons for why power sharing is desirable. So here we are on the last topic of the chapter where we will see that the modern democracy have various power sharing arrangements. And the first among them is power sharing among different organs of the government. And the three organs of the government are the legislature, the executive and the judiciary. As we have already know that legislature forms the law, executive executes the law, and judiciary resolve any kind of disputes that occur between them. In a democracy, we also call them three pillars of democracy. This is also called horizontal distribution of power sharing. As they lie at the same level, though they exercises different powers. Under this kind of government, none of the organ can exercise unlimited power. Each organ of the government checks the others and this results in a balance of power among various institutions. This arrangement is also called a system of checks and balances. The second form of power sharing is also called vertical power sharing, which is divided among different levels of the government. We also call it federal division of power. Under this, power is divided in different levels: the central government, the state government, and the local government. As we have already know, the central government rules the entire country. The state government rules in a particular state, whereas the local government in rural areas we call it panchayat, whereas in urban areas we call it municipality. This division of power sharing involving higher and lower level of government, it is called vertical division of power. Now, the third form of power sharing is it is among different social groups. In a democracy, especially in a multi-ethnic society, power is also shared among social groups, such as the religious and the linguistic group. And as we read, the community government of Belgium, that is the best example of this arrangement. Similarly, reserve constituencies in assemblies and the parliament in India are typical example of this kind of arrangement. This arrangement is meant to give space in the government and administration to diverse social groups who otherwise would feel alienated from the government. This method is used to give minority community a fair share in power. As we have read in the power sharing arrangement of Belgium model, where the German speaking people who were only 1%, they got the equal share in the community government. So they does not feel alienated from other groups. The last form of power sharing arrangement is power sharing among political parties, pressure groups, and movements. In a democracy, power is also shared among different political parties, pressure groups, and movements. Democracy provides the citizens a choice to choose their rulers, and this choice is provided by the various political parties who contest elections to win them. Such competition ensures that power does not remain in one hand. So, this is all for this chapter, power sharing. Thank you and have a nice day.